Welcome back to the KIMI KATO show with Jeremiah. We just went out with Christmas Carol no Koro ni wa by Junichi Inagaki and came back with Shiroi Koibito Tachi by Keisuke Kuwata. So, things to do in Japan during Christmas. What is on your holiday bucket list this year?
On mine,
Yeah,
I guess I'm the only one here talking to you. On my holiday
holiday. Yeah,
bucket
Christmas
list.
holiday.
You
Like,
know,
yeah, take it easy, like kick back.
I was just talking to Anais Reno. She's a jazz singer right before
Mm.
the show, and she's in New York City and
Mm-hmm.
20 years old. And she says, the older I get, the more holiday traditions the more I love and crave and want to experience holiday traditions. And so one of the things I love, we always grew up in colder climates like Pacific
Mm-hmm.
Northwest. And I miss going out and getting a tree. I kind of miss going out to the pumpkin patches. And I didn't do that this Halloween, this Thanksgiving. I didn't do that. So maybe on my bucket list, I'd say I miss that day. Remember that night I told you about where I drove with my girlfriend
Mm-hmm.
up to
Mm-hmm.
observatory and drove and looked at houses. Maybe I want to do that this year, like some traditional, drive through the neighborhoods that people take decorating the home seriously. Oh,
Are
Chevy
they
Chase.
are there lots of illumination, like lights and decorative lights
Oh,
in
you know
Santa
what's
Barbara?
yes,
I'm
and
sure.
there are neighborhoods that they have contests though that you can drive through,
Oh,
similar to
right.
LA there. You should take your son and your wife up to that. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool if you haven't done
Mm.
that yet up on the observatory. But because some of the decorations are just fantastic,
Stunning. Mm.
crazy, yeah, stunning. But you know what Santa Barbara does that I really love is we've got a big harbor here, and there's a what they call the Parade of Lights. And what they do, all these boat owners decorate their masts
Oh, yes.
and their
Right.
boats with Christmas lights, and then they go out into the harbor, into the bay, and they all follow each other around in circles for a while. And then at the end of that, Santa Barbara Harbor shoots off a bunch of fireworks. But that's I'll do that this year. I usually
Yeah,
do it
that's
every year. It's
nice.
very yeah, it's beautiful. You should come up for that.
Take your boat out.
Yeah, and I've got friends that got a boat. They go out.
Nice.
So maybe I'll go on their boat this year. But
Very nice.
just some of that traditional stuff. I feel like with the world so busy, it's nice to at this time of year to kind of slow down a little
Fine.
bit.
Yes. I
And
prefer doing that. I just love just kind of chilling out.
yeah, appreciate things.
Yes.
Appreciate the lights and the. So what about you? I mean, what do you got any?
That's exactly what I'm just gonna wind down and take it easy. I haven't decided. There are a couple of ideas that I have at the moment, but I think during Christmas, I think I'll be here. I might go away but I don't know yet. I haven't decided. But yes. But for our listeners, if you are going out to Japan, it is a fun time to be in Japan, in Tokyo. It's cold. It does get really cold. Make sure you're warm, suited up. But I do recommend going to see these illuminations, like the city's full of lights,
Mhm.
just exciting. Christmas trees, Christmas decorations everywhere. And even Tokyo Disneyland has Christmas parade. So that's a nice way of spending your Christmas. I do recommend visiting a Christmas market, especially the ones in Yokohama. Um, you get you see these European markets, the mulled wine and German sausages and handcrafted gifts and all that kind of thing. Um, Another way of spending a great Christmas in Japan is going out to the onsen, the hot springs. So what is more nice, amazing than taking a hot bath outside in the snow? Whether I don't recommend it, but I usually do it. Take a little bit of sake as well. But the snow, you get imagine soaking in a warm or hot bathtub surrounded by snow. That's the Japanese onsen style,
Oh
which
yeah,
is
that is. I miss that. I used to have that up in the when you go skiing. It's nice to
yes.
be.
So there, you get your hot tub, and
Yeah.
yeah, I've done that um in Lake Tahoe and Mammoth one time.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
you're completely surrounded in snow, but you get the hot tub right by the swimming pool. But yeah, so you get the onsen in Japan where you have your hot tub, but not it's not a hot tub, it's like an outdoor bathing area. It's made out of stone and all that. It's like natural kind of thing, and natural hot springs. So that's really nice. And then, if you're in the city, just take a romantic evening stroll through the illuminations and enjoy fancy dinner at Tokyo's top restaurants. But because you get the special Christmas menus and all that. But you have to make sure that you make your reservations in advance. Otherwise, because you'll be swarmed with couples reserving these restaurants. Um, so, but there's so many ways. Just the hot springs getaway, the scenic drive, winter sports is massive in Japan during the season. Lots of Christmas events, theme parks like Universal Studios Japan, Tokyo Disneyland would have special Christmas parades. There will be a lot of people, but again, it's
It's kind of fun though with a lot of people, don't you think? That's like the one time a
kind
year
of
I'm like,
you're
you're
okay
okay.
with,
You're like,
yeah,
okay, it's gonna be crowded. It's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be hard to get a table. But
yeah,
it's kind of fun to then everybody's mingling and you're meeting new people and
yeah,
it's waiting. Hey, I got a suggestion for you, Kimmy,
yes,
if
sir.
to put on your
Yes,
list. It doesn't have to be this year, but you should check out if you haven't already done that. Do you like cheese?
yeah, yeah.
The cheese store of Beverly Hills. Have you ever been there?
Oh no, I have not really. I've
Okay, so I don't know if the original's still there. I'm looking at their website right now, but Norbert was the owner of the cheese store, and it's been in the family since I think 1978. They've been
uh-huh,
around.
uh-huh.
Anyways, you go in for the holiday shopping for like that holiday feeling. You go in, the family is all there. There's like three or four generations, and there's a private room in the back. You ask Norbert to take you in the back and open a bottle of wine, and they'll bring you out cheeses, and you're sitting in like almost their storage room. But it's one
Wow.
of the most cool things to do on the during the holidays and get to go in this cheese store. It just
Do you
takes
have
you
to
back
make
to like
do you have to make a
no,
reservation?
no, because the you have to know about this room and ask, and they'll take you back there usually. But
Ah,
no, there's no reservations. It's not a restaurant. So you're sitting in, this almost like this piles and boxes of wine and shelving, and you feel like you're back in like a really cool wine cellar, which basically is what it is. And they'll open up and they'll taste you on stuff. But it's a very cool holiday experience to check out the cheese store of Beverly Hills. Believe me, you'll have fun.
oh wow. I did not know
It's
about
very
that.
special occasion kind of a thing.
And you don't need a reservation.
No, because there are no reservations. You go in and buy some cheese and taste some cheese and drink some wine. Very, very cool experience.
Hmm.
And yeah, Norbert was the owner and would do that for us. It was very fun.
Okay, great. On that note, we'll take another quick break. We are going to go out with Konayuki by Remi